I mean, guys, it's about as bad as the season's gone for the Cowboys, and I still lost fantasy because Chase Brown. Anyway, though, here were the highlights from Monday Night Football.
On fourth, end zone, Lamb, touchdown, Dallas. On second down, Chase is in for the touchdown. Here's Lamb, Pratt couldn't bring him down. What a run by CD. He may be gone. He's down the sideline. Hilton to beat.
Here's CD down here at the bottom. You got to believe that they're going to try to give a little bit of help.
Rush sets up. And he's picked on the deflection. Knocks this through with the
Televises at night.
Agree. Here's Brown down the sideline, and we'll have to wait. Bounced around and getting a chance tonight for the injured Evan McPherson. Good. Second down, Rush. Good protection. Wide open and a flag on the play. Cooks is in for the score. 9. Good protection again, and this one is picked off by our try against Houston. This is from 47. Do we get credit? And we've got our blocked. And picked up by Cincinnati. Minute 10 left. Burrow, sideline, Chase, spin. There he goes. Jamar Chase. Touchdown. Rush. Too high. Incomplete. And
with that, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the fun of course. Please like and subscribe. Of course, we had a crazy day, of course, of football yet on Sunday, and obviously last night we had a crazy game, of course, of Monday Night Football as well, as the Bengals snapped their 3-game losing streak, of course, moving to 5-8, and a silver lining game, I guess, knocking off the Cowboys 27-20. Cowboys, of course, their 2-game winning streak gets snapped. They fall to 5-8. Now have lost 6 games at home, I think, this season, which of course is a one away from tying I think the franchise record, something like that. Of course, maybe not though. They were on 115. Of course, first year with Troy Aikman, but of course, since 2015, of course, that year they lost 7 games and they finished that season 4-12. So more likely than not, that's not going to happen. Bengals, of course, have a very good shot at being 6-8. I guess kind of staying in the playoff race against the Titans squad that obviously is very good next week. And of course, if everything goes their way, they could obviously be only a game behind or 2 games behind the Broncos going into obviously week 16. But a lot has to happen for that actually going to occur there. Cowboys are going to be playing they're playing somebody next week. Like I said, they're heading to Carolina. What should be actually a pretty entertaining game overall. I obviously saw the block punt. Not the block punt. Just the complete buffoonery there from the Cowboys on that play. I mean, I get recovering it and trying to return it. I get the point of that, but the way that ball was bouncing, kind of just like leave it there. And he just kind of, again, that Cowboys guy sold so hard. I mean, guys, the game was right there. Like the Cowboys would have won that game if he didn't muff that double muff it, I guess. Joe Burrow, of course, 33 of 44 for 369. Nice, 3 touchdowns, interception. The interception wasn't pretty. Of course, he has now thrown, I think, over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns in 4 straight games. That's some sort of streak for the Bengals. Has like 5 or 6 games this year with that many touchdowns. It's pretty crazy. He is probably going to throw 40 or even more than that this season, again, with 4 games left. Chase Brown, 14 carries, 58 yards, getting 4.1 yards per carry. He didn't really do too much on the ground, but again, that touchdown he had, again, the 19-yard actually probably lost me in fantasy. Jamar Chase, obviously 14 for 177, 2 touchdowns. He is now like 3, I think, or 4 career games with over 14 catches, something like that, over 150 yards and 2 or more touchdowns. It's pretty ridiculous, but still. Ties the Monday Night Football record with 14 catches here. Chase Brown going to be their second leading receiver. Ani Yosef was good over the middle with 4 catches for 41 yards. Teagan's kind of got underutilized and also kind of didn't really have a good game either. But overall, this Bengals offense looked really good. Again, they ran the ball pretty solid overall, and again, were able to control the clock. Outside of the turnover by Joe Burrow, and again, nearly having another fumble, he did a pretty good job overall for this team. Defensively, they had one of their better games of the year. Keem Davis-Gaither did a good job with 8 tackles. It wasn't the fact, again, they didn't didn't get the ball moved on them. That was certainly the case, but once again, the Red Zone, they were much more disciplined than what we've seen in past weeks, as well as his pass rush consistently getting home. Miles Murphy was very good with 4 pressures, best game of his season by far. Joseph Asai with the sack, B.J. Hill, and obviously Trey Anderson, who I think still leads the league in sacks right now. Cam Taylor-Britt was very good in this one. Outside of that, though, I don't really think the rest of the secondary played particularly great, but they did enough to win this game. Again, that's going to be something they'll really look at in the offseason to fix. Jermaine Peretta obviously had one of his worst years of his career coming into this one, so again, he still had a decent game overall, so I guess that's okay, but again, Jermaine Peretta's been better in his career. Kid York also with those 2 field goals, of course, coming in, of course, with the injured Evan McPherson. Cooper Rush, 16 of 31, 83, 2 touchdowns, interceptions, struggled to find easy completions in this one, but again, overall, wasn't completely horrible. The interception obviously wasn't pretty, but again, overall, again, he did do a decent job. I think he operates his offense really well, but again, it isn't really the guy to make these like big time throws that they're going to need him to make, and for that reason, obviously, he's a backup. Rico Dowdle, 18 for 131. Again, he was really good. Again, he had one bigger run, I guess. But yeah, Uncle Rico looks like a guy who could be, I wouldn't say a starter next year, but at least a solid guy for this team. Kalani Turpin, again, was kind of neutralized as well. CeeDee Lamb, outside that first drive, really didn't do too much. 6 for 93 and a touchdown. Obviously, opened the scoring in this one. Jake Ferguson, also 3 catches for 32 yards. Again, no one else really stepped up in this receiving game. Brandon Cooks, I mean, he has one of the best touchdown celebrations in NFL history, but I don't know, that just gets me going there. But obviously, yeah, that's what's kind of going on. Jonathan Mingo, again, the guy that was supposed to save this team, hasn't really done anything. Ryan Flournoy, again, if you've heard of him, well, congrats to you, because I don't know anyone who has. Jalen Tolbert obviously didn't really do anything as well. Defensively, Eric Kendricks finally proved why they signed him in free agency. Of course, their lone really acquisition this offseason. Donovan Wilson also had a half sack and 9 tackles. He was good as a box guy. Trayvon Diggs was decent on the boundary. DeMarvin Ocean, this is awful. He tore his other ACL, getting tore his, I think, what was it, left one last year? And I think it looks to be more than torn ACL, so it's really bad. I again, wish DeMarvin Ocean will recovery there, but it does not look good for him. Malik Hugger, 7 tackles and an interception. Obviously, Deron Bland had 5 tackles as well. Maurice Leofau, obviously, 1.5 sacks. He looks like a guy who could be a good player for this team, but overall, again, the DeMarvin Overshown injury is what's gonna happen to this team, maybe even going into next year, because I don't know, with how bad that sounded, there's a chance he probably won't even play next year. Brandon Aubrey, again, hit those 2 field goals. He just can kick the ball as far as he wants. Bengals hit over 400 yards of offense, but overall, again, the biggest thing in this one was, again, the fact that, again, they got that block punt. They shouldn't have won this game. They didn't really play too great, but, again, overall, they didn't make as many mistakes. The Cowboys, obviously, weren't great either, so that's kind of how it went. But they did have 156 rushing yards, which is something to say there. Anyway, though, that's really all I got for you guys in this one. Again, hope you guys enjoyed Monday Night Football. Next week isn't get too much better, but I guess at least it's a doubleheader. Anyway, though, of course, we do have a big one. What is it called? Coming this week on Thursday night from my Rams. Anyway, though, of course, we'll have a very special addition to those Week 15 power rankings tomorrow. Again, we're coming down to, guys. Final stretch of the season coming up, obviously, here with Week 15, and that's really when the playoff race is really going to get going. Anyway, though, yeah, neither of these teams are really too relevant in it just yet, but hey, we'll just wait for the Bengals. Anyway, though, enjoy the rest of your night, and, of course, see you for the special power rankings tomorrow.
For far post, around the wall.
Thomas bends it!